A key issue that remains unresolved between Sudan and South Sudan is who controls the oil-rich Abyei region. Until a deal is finalized, fears of war remain high. Luka Biong Deng is the co-chair of the Abyei Joint Oversight Committee and executive director of Kush, an organization that is spearheading harmony and development in Sudan. I recently spoke with Mr. Deng about the objectives of Kush and the progress in resolving the issue of Abyei.
The whole idea of Kush is to build a bridge between the U.S. and Africa with a focus on Sudan. But then we even zero into Abyei, looking at the issues of conflict, peace and stability, relationship. But even at the level of the Republic of Sudan of Southern Sudan is how best we can build the bridge between the new state and the rest of the world. But for the North-South, looking about how best we can promote the relationship between the North and the South, because these are very important relationships.
Under the new dispensation of a new country, South Sudan, and with the kind of experience you've had with Kush in the last few months, what would you say are some of the issues that can create a sense of common ground with the North, for example, that could be used at this moment to create harmony between South Sudan and Sudan in the North?
For Abyei, we focus on how best we can still ring the alarm bell and keep the momentum of the comprehensive peace agreement so that the people of Abyei to have the referendum, and you have a massive displacement of the people so that you have about 150,000 people displaced. How can we let these people to return with dignity in their home areas? But also with the return, we can now look to the issue of the nomads who are passing into Abyei area, especially the Misiria, and what could we do to address the history and to build a good relationship between these two communities. So, and then based on that one, that we hope that will contribute for building the relationship between the North and the South. So this one, I was so engaged at the international level, but even at the level of the North-South, but even and then at the local level of Abyei. I could say to a certain degree we have managed to deepen our understanding of the inevitability of the North-South relationship and the importance of peace building at the grassroots as the building blocks for how you can build the relationship with the North and the South.
At this moment, because of so many other things happening in the South, in South Kordofan and other places, somehow people are almost forgetting, at least from the outside, on the real implementation on the ground, or if there's any blockage, you know, the kind of stagnation of this process. Just enlighten us at this moment. Where are we with implementation of all the great papers that were produced and agreements?
What is happening now is that after the referendum of the South and independence of the South, there was an agreement on the 20th of June in Addis Ababa last year. And that agreement is about arrangements for the temporary arrangements for the administration and security, and resulted in the United Nations mission headed by the Ethiopian forces to provide security, and they have under the mandate of Chapter 7. And those forces provided a sense of security, and that's why we have a very good number of the Ngok Dinka now are returning back to their home areas voluntarily. Secondly, even the United Nations forces, the UNIFSA, that is Ethiopian forces, they manage also to engage with the nomads who are passing by during this dry season. And they are actually even providing protection to the nomads in the area. Then we form what is called Abyei Joint Oversight Committee. This is a mechanism because Abyei is having a dual character, being North and being South, but under the offices of the two presidents. President Self of the Republic of Southern Sudan and President Bashir of the Republic of Sudan. So two of us representing the South and two representing the North. And we have been meeting every month to ensure the implementation of the agreement of the Abyei protocol, at least the whole lot of return and the issue of nomads, and then to prepare a ground for the people of Abyei eventually to exercise the right of self-determination through the referendum.
Yeah. All thanks to Luka Biong Deng, co-chair of the Abyei Joint Oversight Committee and Executive Director of Kush, for speaking with us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for part 2 of our interview, where Mr. Deng will provide insight on the challenges of creating a stable and transparent government in a new country.